So when I talk to campaigners on the issue of the referendum, they say one thing that's really biting, even people who have goodwill about the issue of recognition, is the issue of a treaty. The treaty turns people that are a soft yes into a hard no. Given the PM has tried to walk away now from the word treaty, he's been obviously caught out wearing a T-shirt saying he's into truth-telling, into the treaty. He said it very much first night he was there as PM, acceptance speech on election night, talked about Uluru in full. Do you think perhaps that's why they're walking away from it? Do you think that's perhaps why, it's not incompetence from the minister, it's perhaps rat cunning? She doesn't want to talk about these issues in question time.
They've obviously decided that they're not going to talk about them. And when we were asking the Prime Minister questions yesterday, he jumped on an interjection and said, yes, I was wearing a Midnight Oil T-shirt. He didn't even describe the T-shirt. He couldn't even say the word treaty that was written on his own T-shirt. He just happened to be wearing a Midnight Oil T-shirt. So, and then tried to turn it into a joke like he does with much of what we present to him. There's always the jeer and the sneer and the sort of laughter, which I don't know if viewers pick up, but I certainly do from where I sit in question time. And it's incredibly disrespectful, but it's also incredibly tricky because you're right. That's what this is about. It's about being tricky. I hardly ever hear him actually say the word voice, let alone the rest. And he simply says constitutional recognition of Aboriginal Australians, which has been on our platform as a party, as a Liberal Party, since John Howard's time. So he's trying to water it down in a way that he thinks will get the answers that he wants. But that's so disrespectful of the Australian people when they absolutely do want to know. And wherever I go, they ask me that question. They see me as a politician who should be able to help them with the answer. And of course I can't, because even if they were to mention Makarrata, the Labor Party, none of it even begins to be considered until after the referendum, which is appalling.
Sussan Ley, I know a lot of my viewers will be saying to you tonight, keep it up. We'll watch again tomorrow.